is Dennis Halstead, professional rodeo clown and barrelman.
The clown here at Western Canadian Agribition is a huge part of it, because it's not only what he does in the arena to keep the crowd going, but to protect the cowboys, and it also is a big deal. He does a lot for us after hours, helping to teach kids on the safety at rodeos and what all the pieces are.
I've done this for a long time. And my biggest thing, and I think it's something we miss a little bit in Canada, that we got that you see in the States, they've actually got it here. They've tried to, of course, adapt it here with these finals and stuff, but it's production. I think a lot of times we just try to put on rodeos, but I think we're not a rodeo anymore. I think we're a very extreme sport. I think production is a very big part of it. Opening ceremonies, stuff like that, sets a tone for the rodeo, makes my job a lot easier, makes your job a lot easier. I mean, you look at the stuff we've had there this week, I mean, you flow right into it, and you know, away we go, and we've had great shows every night. So I think production's a big part of what we do, and I think it's something we could be a little more involved in Canada, because I think it sets the tone for your rodeo. And I think just running stuff through your show too, it's not just an opening, it's making sure that everything has a spot in that show. So when people walk out of there, they're going, man, that was a fun time. And that's what brings people back.
Dennis Halstead is the most important person in our arena. He's a first responder. He makes my job look easy, and he's the glue to our production team.
I mean, I'm pretty lucky. I make a pretty good living doing this. I've never been in it for the money. I just truly enjoy being entertainment. I think I've got a gift to be able to do things. I look at stuff different, but I have the ability to make people laugh and smile. But I think the biggest thing in my business is making a child smile. 30 years as a firefighter doing what I did in Calgary. I think I've seen a lot of stuff a lot of people haven't seen with that kind of stuff. I mean, this business is very, very fast lane. You know what it's like. I mean, and to chase a world title like we do, it's a fast lane business. So for me, I think my job has kept me very grounded. And with that part of it, kids have always been the biggest part for me. So putting a child on a smile's face has always been the most important thing in my business.
Fills all the dead spots. I mean, and there isn't very many dead spots, but he keeps everybody entertained here throughout the entire deal, even when he's making fun of me, and he does that quite a bit.
I've pretty well been on the road since January. This is, I think, my 133rd, 34th performance this year. But I've been from one end of the country to the other. I've been all over. I've been to Australia. Of course, I do one of the biggest rodeos in Australia now. It's one of the top 5 outdoor shows in the world. The Royal Easter Show in Sydney, Australia. 14 performances, 25 to 30,000 people a night in a stadium. So pretty cool being there. And then, of course, just back and forth here. This year I was fortunate enough, I did a couple shows down south that were bucket list for me. I went to Deadwood, South Dakota. Of course, for me, that's truly one of the top PRCA rodeos. They're the 15-time medium rodeo in the PRCA, so that was an honor to work that. Went back to Belle Fourche, South Dakota, which truly has always been one of my favorite rodeos. I've worked for many years, and with their 100th anniversary this year. And a lot of people don't know the history of Belle Fourche, but if you remember the movie The Cowboys with John Wayne, that's where it was filmed. Where they drove the cattle at the end was Belle Fourche, South Dakota. So it's cowboy country and a lot of history there in rodeo and farming, and truly one of the best rodeos in the Dakotas. So.